never experienced anything like this before. We've never come to a port with this warm of a welcome. Mr. Canuck told me I was hogging the frame. What do you think, guys? Hi everyone, we're Jill and Jerry, the Cruising Canucks. We are a Canadian couple with a passion for exploring the world.
If you also love travel adventures, be sure to subscribe and join us on future journeys.
Okay, we're doing it again. It's Jury of the Secret Word time.
Yes, we are on a 10-day voyage, so you are looking for 2 words with 10 letters.
Special thanks to Level 8 for providing the winner with a piece of luggage. To enter the contest, go to www.cruisingcanucks.com.
Good luck.
We're here just to welcome you. So every one of you, we wait for you in the dock. Sir, I don't understand. The first time Emerald Princess arrived, we hear the horn. So Captain, you have to blow the horn of this lovely ship to signify to all town Emerald Princess is here.
Oh, good morning from Saguenay.
Good morning. What a unique morning this has been so far already.
Yep, shortly after the ship wasn't even tied up, actually. A local group of, looks like folk dancers. They're out doing...
They're in traditional Quebecois costumes from back in the 1800s. They're doing dancing right on the pier to welcome us aboard, and it's just been wonderful. But I'm sure they woke up more than one person. It is very loud, very fun. But he started at exactly 7 a.m.
It's kind of funny. It's almost like friendliness is like more than anybody was expecting. Several times he's asked the captain to blow the horn. The captain has not blown the horn yet. He keeps saying, "We want to hear from you. We want to wake up the town and let everybody know that you're here." He's out there actually greeting people individually as they come off the ship, welcoming them to the town.
I just saw him hugging a few ladies as they walked down the dock towards where the group was. So, I mean, what a warm welcome. Never experienced anything like this before.
It's funny because I think people were kind of shocked or kind of like, what's going on here? Because he was trying to get up to say hi to them, and I heard him saying, "Oh, I know you have an excursion. I'm just here to say hi to you. Nothing's for sale. I just want to say hi."
This is the happiest greeter we have ever met. It's amazing.
Exactly, yes, for sure. So, and you can hear in the background, he's still talking back there, and you can hear the French accent, and you can also see the community up in the hills here.
He said they're offering a whole bunch of things right at the pier to welcome you there. Some of their traditional foods and stuff like that. They're doing demonstrations about lumberjack stuff. Everything right here at the pier.
Yeah, and he was clear. He was clear to say to everybody that everything is free that's here. We're not selling you nothing.
Yeah. So, what a wonderful welcome. But it is an early welcome. Our neighbor right next to us, our balcony, he came out and saw me and he goes, "Oh my God, they woke me up."
Yeah. Good morning. Anyways, wonderful welcome here in Quebec. So we are going to probably do a little bit of exploring today and see what there is here. We want to see the sail in, sail out. We hear it's beautiful. It was dark coming in, so we didn't see anything this morning. But hopefully leaving, we're going to get a little bit of sunlight left and we'll be able to see us go down the fjord as well. So
yes, we don't have a set dining reservation tonight because we want to sort of be able to sail. So we'll see what we're going to do for dinner, but we're trying to be flexible so we can get some good sailing coverage.
Okay, just follow along. We'll do a little exploring of this little cute town here. And also we have a live schedule this afternoon, so you're probably not going to see that. You'll probably see that before you see this vlog.
For sure.
If you're watching the live today. So lots to do. Let's get going. We are heading off to find some breakfast before we get off the ship today. Likely just going to do the buffet. See if I can have better luck with that than I did with the main dining room yesterday. Here's where we are. Well, good morning, Lido Deck and Calypso Pool. And big screen. And skies that are trying to clear. You can see a little bit of blue poking through. It's supposed to be a beautiful day here, up to 21 degrees. Hold on. We got other ships here, something I did not know or expect. We're at dock, but these two are not. And we got a Viking and a Silver Sea. Yeah, it looks like I can see They are tendering for sure. I see tenders off the side of those little ships. Well, we are here at Slice, but not to get pizza. There's actually a coffees and cones area over here that Mrs. Canucks waiting for her morning coffee.
Cappuccino.
Room number?
A405.
Coffee buffet time. A little peek around the buffet. You can see a few people here, but it's not packed. Let's see what we can find. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of a show of what's at the buffet for breakfast. Of course, we've got our carbs, our pastries. Those raisin buns in the back corner look really good. Over here, we have some waffles, some French toast, some normal toast, some biscuits, some gravy. And we've got some hash browns and some grilled tomatoes. This is your warm section here with your scrambled eggs, some ham, some boiled eggs, some more fried eggs, some pork hash, baked beans. There you go, baked beans, folks. And some pork sausage, corned beef hash I see in the back corner. And you got your bacon station and some sausage right here. And we'll zoom right past the healthy section. Zzz. If you're into a little cold cut action, there's some cheese in the morning. Get a little bit of that too. And some tapioca and some yogurt in this section. Oh, I see some smoked salmon just past the way down there. See it? And we've got some pastries over here. A little banana bread at the end. And we got a little gluten-free section right here with a little bit of bread butter pudding. There was a couple things missing that I expected to see at the buffet. No breakfast sandwiches that I come to love at Princess, which is really odd. And no omelet station or anything like that. So all just buffet food. Okay, one quick update. I went to the aft of the ship, back by where planks and steamers usually is. And there was an omelet station. So there is a way to make omelets. They take individual orders there and they give you a little tag and then you wait for it. Kind of like on the bigger ships that Princess has. But still no breakfast sandwiches, so.
So I made my way to the aft part of the buffet like Mr. Canuck had scouted out for me, where steamers is, and this is the arrangement that I found. So I have some scrambled eggs and bacon, hash brown, and I couldn't resist the fresh smoked salmon off to the side.
Okay, I went and grabbed a couple things for breakfast. Some beans, sausage, eggs, and look what I found. I found a plum. I get to do the plum test. Okay, before I have the plum, a little bit of a story about the plums. I went to get a plum over here. I was about to grab one. This gentleman went by me and reached over the tongs and put his hands all over the plums and tried all of them dipping his hands and then decided to put a couple on his plate. So I didn't want to have any of the ones that he just touched. And then as I was in shock of that happening, another lady came by, did the exact same thing. She reached over the tongs, grabbed a couple of kiwis with her hands, squeezed them, threw them back in, grabbed a couple of plums, did the same thing. So 2 people touched all the plums and kiwis on this side of the buffet. So I took my chances. Hopefully nobody's touched this plum on the other side of the buffet. I walked all the way around and got this on the other side. But plum test. We're going to see. Is it sour? Is it sweet? Show you the color? Yeah, not ripe yet. So, but hopefully not touched. First steps in Saguenay, Quebec. So we are done with a quick little breakfast. We have no plans for this port today, since we do have to be back on the ship to do our live and show everybody around the ship. So we're going to get off and we're going to probably say hi to this gentleman that's been waking everybody up and being so friendly.
He's been talking to us for hours, so we feel like he's a friend of ours now.
And then I think we're just going to kind of just walk through town, stretch our legs, get back on the ship, and see this little cute town.
Yeah.
So, and I also hear that there is blueberry juice.
Yes.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Inside the terminal, they will guide you for your tour. And there's the information desk also.
Thank you.
There you go. Everybody's so friendly here.
Good
Here we are.
morning.
I do see the blueberry juice, I think, right over there.
Gonna try blueberry juice.
Blueberry juice.
Blueberry juice.
Give it a try.
We're gonna give it a try, guys.
Here we go.
Blueberry juice. Sorry, my hair is blowing into my face, so I don't want to drink it.
In my case.
Oh, that's very nice.
Very
I
good.
like it.
Yeah? There you go.
Exactly.
It's a lovely welcome.
Wait.
Yeah, this is our 46th cruise. I said we've never come to a port with this warm of a welcome, so we're loving it. Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Thanks, you too. Maple toffee. Ah.
Try it out.
Oh, I'm making a mess of it already, but
Try it.
yummy. Oh, I'm going to need my hand sanitizer after this.
Okay, they have a big, huge terminal building here. Actually quite
wow.
huge for the size of this town and the size of the port. I think we're going to poke in there first before we go into town doing some exploring. Let's see what we find inside. We suspect there's a whole bunch of information on what there is to do around here, what we can tell. Saguenay. You see. Found a little booth with a whole bunch of information, including the little town we're in. There's even one here with a map with a suggested route to walk. Check out the little town, so I think I'll do that for them. Check this dude out. The fisherman. Might be related to Jill. Not sure. To find out. Is he related to you? Could be.
Him?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Yeah.
Does he look like me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Thanks.
What do you think?
Really?
You see the resemblance?
You think I look like him? I don't know if I should be flattered or insulted.
He's got a big fish. He can feed you. That's important.
There you go.
Check that out. The hop-on, hop-off bus here at Saguenay is a school bus. There you go. Almost tempted. You can rent bikes as well.
There's e-bikes here for rent.
All kinds of different, actually, excursions that you can purchase right here at the port. So
Yeah.
support these little port communities. Book independent excursions. Okay, we
Smells
found
fishy.
the walking path. And I think the tide is out, so we can get down to the sandy beach, I believe.
Right. Let's do that now.
Question is, will Mrs. Canuck put her feet in this water?
I know. I was thinking, oh, I've got socks and running shoes on. That makes it a little bit more of a process.
There you go. This is all the scary stuff that's under the water that you can't see when you're swimming and the tide is higher.
See the sea glass I just picked up? Can you see it?
Captain has yet to sound his horn, despite that gentleman we just met's insistence through the entire morning. No horn. Even when pointed to the captain that the Regal Princess, when it arrived here, sounded his horn to get everybody excited for the day. Still can't get our captain to do it.
Not bad.
That's not bad?
No.
Go swimming then.
Yeah.
Taste it. Is it salty or fresh?
I think fresh.
You think fresh here? The salt must stay down closer to the St. Lawrence. You can have a drink now.
I think it don't taste salt.
What I just saw. I'm at Station 8. I believe I'm supposed to do some like workout exercises right here. So I turn off the camera so I can get that done. Well, hopefully you can see this, but there's a little monument here about Bagotville, which is an Air Force base here for the Canadian Air Force. I guess the Canadian Armed Services is called. It's all one big service now. And it's one of the things I was hoping we'd be able to do today is they have a really good Air Force museum in Bagotville where the actual base is, but it is Sunday today and it's closed, so we're not going to be able to take you there. But so if you're in Saguenay on not a Sunday, be sure to check out that museum. It's supposed to be really good. Okay, we came for a walk along the waterfront. Now we got a little map that says we should go head up this way and go down Victoria Street. But look at the municipal flowers and hedges. Perfectly clean little community. Done up really well. Route to Fjord.
We're going to cross here?
Yep. We're heading out this way. Mrs. Canuck has found herself a little crafty shop. She's going to go explore. So we're wandering through town here. I should provide a little bit of clarification because we call this Saguenay, but that's actually the fjord in the region in general. But this little town is actually called Baie, is the name of the town. If you're looking for it on a map or you're coming through town, you'll see that all over the place. So at the place with the bench, Mrs. Canuck bought something. Want to see what she bought?
Well, you can't really see it. They packaged it up so nice, I don't want to open it. But what a beautiful store. If you're ever here, you have to go check it out because it's all homemade, it's all fresh. Soaps, skincare products, you name it, they have it there. I actually bought something kind of unique. I bought a dog shampoo bar. It's a sort of like a Lush bar if you've ever gone to a Lush store, but it's made specifically for dogs.
Across from the market we just showed you, it's an old car shop here. Check these out. Little garage at the back. Look like they restores old cars, really old cars.
Have you ever seen a blue cow? Oh, look at this side of the cow. You got to come see.
Blue.
All dressed up for us.
And we found a little general store here. Thought I'd check out the snacks, of course, to show you. Something I've never seen before. Little Dorito minis in kind of like a Pringles can. Pretty weird. Other than that, though, most of the snacks are exactly what I've got at home in Ontario. We are done walking around Baie here in Saguenay. And we did poke in just to see about the hop-on, hop-off school bus. And the route is about an hour and a half, but like she said, the goal isn't to sit on the school bus, it's to get out and see all the different spots. And we did find out that the Air Force Museum that I mentioned, it's specially open today because of all the cruise passengers. So.
Yeah, normally it's closed on Sunday, but they specially opened it knowing there was 3 cruise ships here. But wish we found that out at the beginning of our day. I guess we should have spoke there first, but this is lesson learned. But yeah, they do have a nice brochure here. It's $30 a person. It's 7 stops. So depending on how many times you get off the bus, you know, it could be a full day, or you could do it in as little as an hour and a half if you just stayed on.
There you go. So I'm not sure what lesson we learned, because the lesson we learned before was to do your research and find out when things are open when you come to a port, which you did for Sunday. Said online it was closed, but it was actually open today, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. It is unfortunate because we don't have enough time now to do it and get back and do our live that we promised everybody we're going to do.
So I think back on the ship we go. Okay, we went back to the cabin and we got set up for our live just in time to go up and find out what there is for lunch today. So heading up towards the buffet, salty dog, slice, all that good stuff up on the Lido deck. What do you think you're having?
No idea. They don't have the chicken fingers on the menu anymore. So that's what I wanted to have, of course. Anyways, I'll go check out the buffet. I might end up going to Salty Dog and getting a burger.
Here we are at the Lido. I think a drink could be in order too. I see a bar right over there. Here we are at the buffet. It's actually much busier than I expected.
It's very busy.
Yeah, I thought there'd be more people off the ship today from what I saw going ashore.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see what there is to nibble on in the buffet. Whew, that was crazy in there. That's the busiest I think I've seen the buffet since we've been on the ship. It's day 3. We're gonna go back to the secret spot in the aft part of the buffet and see if we can find something. Maybe it's a little less busy as well. Some sweet and sour pork and some rice.
Chicken fried rice, beef teriyaki.
Roasted potato cubes. Lamb. And some East Indian food.
Yeah.
And desserts, but we haven't had our mains yet. Okay, I have been entrusted to go and pick up the food from Salty Dog. Even order it, so let's see if I get it right. I think Mrs. Canuck wanted a burger with bacon and cheese and ketchup. Here at the Salty Dog Grill, trying to figure out what I'm gonna have. Might be too much glare for you to see, but yeah, figure it out.
Well, Mr. Canuck graciously went to the Salty Dog and ordered me my lunch for me. So I've got a little bacon cheeseburger and some fries going on. I sat here and got a nice window seat and ordered drinks. So we've got some margaritas to help us with our lunch here.
Okay, I went and tried the hot dog, so I'll give that a try. And underneath all that toppings are actually some chicken street tacos. You just really can't see them. So I'll let you know how this is. Okay, so we both went back up to the buffet to get some food. That's often not a good sign.
Yeah, I was not impressed with my burger. It tasted, I don't know. It was not a great burger, guys, so I didn't eat it. So I went up there and I got a little bit of fish, but I got some fried rice and some beef teriyaki that was delicious. So I'm glad I went and did that.
And for me, My street tacos, I think they're okay, but they were so small. Like literally, they were about this big each and very little chicken on them, so I couldn't really get much of a feel for them. But what I could taste was good. And the hot dog, the bun was way too like bready. The hot dog was nice and big, but the bun was like just overwhelming. So I eventually just eat the hot dog by itself. So, anyways, this teriyaki actually does smell delicious. I also have some sweet and sour pork I want to try and some turkey.
I caved in for the dessert. They have a berry. Look what just happened, guys.
Cupcake disaster
My cupcake
live.
is off my plate.
Oh no.
Anyways, I'm doing a berry crumble, and it is very yummy. I have to say, I'm enjoying that.
We are at the bar looking for a drink before we head away from the Lido deck. We're back in a Canadian port, so we got some rules again about bars being open. So this is the one.
Bottle of water and a glass of
What do you think we got here? One guess. Doing the balcony life thing. Not something we get to do very often. Sun just came back out from behind the clouds, so I can't see you. Hopefully you can see me in my Crown Royal. It's hot when the sun comes out. Mrs. Canuck was just sitting beside me a second ago, but she said she had a black dress on. It was too hot. There's the update.
Yeah, it was hot in that black t-shirt. I had a black long t-shirt dress on, and it was beautiful walking around town, but way too hot with the sun out now. Had to go put on something cooler, which is a good problem to have when you're cruising east coast of Canada beginning of October.
Saying goodbye to La Baie here in Saguenay, and we are sailing out between two ships. I believe the Viking is on our port side, and here is Silver Shadow on starboard side. We've heard good things about Silver Seas. Maybe one day. So now we're gonna head out. I think we head a little bit down this bay, and then we take a turn to the right, and we're in the fjord. See any belugas?
I wish.
No whales? No? What do you see?
Pretty scenery, but no sea life yet.
Well, we're still out here living the balcony life. A little bit of Crown and Ginger. There's some beautiful views that we start to go down the fjord. So usually by now we're out having a pre-dinner drink and a cocktail and some snacks. But we're gonna enjoy a little bit of the views before we get to doing that later on tonight. How's your sailing away?
Very peaceful.
Yeah? Got your window clean so you can see out there?
Yeah, it was pretty spotty, so I took a few spots and wiped my sort of eating area here.
Our cabin, and weird stuff's going on with us.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because like the
We've
whole mix up with the premier package because the door play thing hasn't been happening, so I'm not sure if they're trying to set that or what's happening.
we've been turned into numbers.
Yeah.
I'm now B374. Off we go for our night, not in the dining room, not especially dining. Let's see how this plays out tonight, but first, the dress y'all want to see is white with some kind of blue print, kind of like some kind of amoeba or something. I'm not sure what it is. Flowers and squiggly things, and it's got a little tie in the back. You got a little kind of ponytail, but it's flat. I'm not sure what the name is for a flat ponytail. Oh, hit the cart. And length is a very nice 1/4 length. Beige purse.
It's white.
And it's white tonight, even though it was beige earlier in the haul. In the front, it has kind of like this choker neck, if that's
Halter?
the line or not.
Halter.
Halter neck, not a choker.
Tell everybody what you're wearing?
I got a light blue shirt with a collar, buttons down the front, beige pants. I won't show you that. It's too much information. Brown shoes, brown belt, and I'm wearing my glasses. My hair's parted on the left side.
Put it on the left side.
And I just checked it again before I left the cabin, so it should be perfect.
Oh, man.
Off we go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Seems every other night is planks and steamers. Tonight,
It's a steamer's night.
Uh-oh.
Yesterday was planks.
here we go. Off we go. See what this experience is like. So we came to the buffet where they have steamers and they have planks. We found out the hard way that tonight's not planks, but we have a backup plan. Mrs. Canucks, she wants to do steamers, of course, with the seafood. And I'm always curious about having dinner at the buffet. So I was asking them if I can just go to the buffet and get some food and bring it back in here. Well, she has steamers, and that is totally okay. So it's going to work out.
So it's a $15 cover charge. It includes a starter, a steamer, or a seafood platter, and a dessert. So you have your choice of different options throughout it all. But for a $10 upcharge, you can add a lobster tail and snow crab for $10. So I think I might try that, guys, because that sounds really good.
There you go. Wonder if I can find something on the buffet I can do an upcharge with. Extra meatloaf.
Extra meatloaf.
Here's the views that we're getting outside of our seat. So there you go. Buffet by day, kind of specialty dining by night.
So this is a welcome starter. I haven't ordered anything yet, but your welcome starter is a Bohemian tomato lime scallop ceviche, which is perfect. And then there's fresh baked bread, artisan bread, sun-dried tomato cream cheese, and smoked salmon spread.
And so in my first adventure to the buffet, surprise, surprise, I made myself a Caesar. In fact, a chicken Caesar with bacon bits, croutons, a little bit of cheese. I better be careful. Princess might be hiring me to work here. I'm going to put Rudy out of business when they see what I make tonight for my dinner.
So I didn't order an appetizer. You had an option of a clam or a chowder of some sort. I'm not a fan of creamy soup, so I didn't order that. And they also had Caesar salad, again, creamy dressing, not my thing. So I went right to the mains. So I ordered the seafood platter, which I have a fish cake here. I have some fried haddock, I believe, and then some shrimp. Obviously, there's a little salad on the side, a little bit of fries, a little bit of a raisin carrot dressing. But then, just wait, because I did the $10 upcharge, and that comes with a 6-ounce lobster tail and snow crab legs. So our waiter just said they're on their way. So I'm going to have a feast. The shrimp are by far my favorite out of this platter, but it's very good.
And the rest of yours came as well.
Look at this. I haven't touched it yet, but I'm about to dig in.
And over here at my buffet creations at Jerry Seldemer, we have got, Mr. Canuck specialty. I have some cranberry topped meatloaf with a little bit of gravy, some mashed potatoes, and some steamed broccoli. How's that? Eat your heart out, Rudy. Fantastic looking.
So dessert has arrived, and I went with the strawberry shortcake. Doesn't that look good? I can't wait to give that a try.
We are done with the fancy dinner, and we are heading to the theater now to catch a show. By doing it that way, we're actually done early enough that we can catch the 7:30 show. First time this cruise. But so is everyone else. It's busy ahead here. There's who we're seeing, Nina Sky. Sounds like it's going to be Whitney Houston music.
Whitney.
What do you think?
There you go. Yeah, we just saw Nina Sky, her name was, doing Whitney Houston songs. She's a very talented lady. Great performance. I loved the live band with it, right? So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Okay, now we're sitting at Crooner's Bar. We're just kind of regrouping before we do the next thing. Something odd though so far about Crooner's Bar on this ship is it doesn't happen till like much later in the evening. We're used to crooners being on and off throughout the evening, but yeah, this kind of been late when other things like comedy and everything else is happening. So not sure if we'll catch crooners or we'll be going somewhere else. But anyways, for now we're getting a drink and we'll show you what we do next. I'm wondering, Mrs. Canuck, is she back on a Morella cruise again?
He's saying that because if you remember, if you watched our Morella vlogs, they had the miniest Cosmo glasses ever. So this is the first Cosmo in the Crooner's Bar, and it's definitely the smallest Cosmo I've had the whole cruise.
My thumb's almost wider than your drink.
When I'm deep inside of me, don't be too concerned. I have been blind. The lady in red
that's it tonight.
Mr. Canuck told me I was hogging the frame. What do you think, guys?
I'm just gonna stay over here. Yep.
Is this better?
I'm just sideshow. Let the star talk. How's your day? I feel like I have so much to unpack, but I don't know where to start with this cruise. Every night I get to the point where I have a lot to say, and we just say, see you tomorrow. Any thoughts? I always try to pick the most important one of the day, I guess, is what I kind of think.
I think for me the most important one of the days, we're feeling this ship is extremely crowded.
Ooh, good one. Yeah, I wouldn't have picked that one as my top one today.
That feels like to me. We went to the Crooners bar an hour and a half. Was it before the piano player was about to play, and we thought, well, we'll just sit down here and sort of regroup and go find out where to go. But we realized when we sat down that we took the last empty seat in that whole bar, and everywhere else seemed to be packed full. So if we wanted to see any live music that tonight, we were just going to have to sit there and wait an hour and a half for him to come and play. And so that's exactly what we did. But we're finding that quite a bit. And I mean, there's constantly a wait for elevators. They're constantly packed full. The theater, I don't know if there was an empty seat in that theater tonight. I am pretty sure it was a sold-out crowd with standing room only.
I thought it was opening night on a Broadway show. It was insane.
It was, we watched families and couples separating so that a single person could sit here, sit there. There was not an empty seat in the theater when the show started. We got there 45 minutes early thinking we'd have our pick of the venue, and that wasn't the case.
Our dinner strategy was fantastic.
Perfect.
We both got exactly what we wanted.
Which is really hard with us, because if you know us and you've watched our vlogs, you know that doesn't generally happen. So steamers every other night, and it's the aft of the buffet turns into that steamer's
and then the other nights it's plankers, steamers and planks, so alternate nights in the aft part of the buffet.
So we just happened to go up there tonight, and it was steamers, and Mr. Canuck said to the hostess, do I have to eat it even if I don't like it, or can I just go to the buffet and help myself? And she said, sure, go ahead. And so he was happy, and you know how happy he was because he found meatloaf. So what was his odds? What was the luck that he had getting meatloaf, his favorite meal?
That was not planned. That was happenstance.
But I mean, for us, it worked out great. I paid the $10 upcharge for the lobster tail and the crab legs. Best deal going, in my opinion. So yeah, I had a fabulous meal, wonderful service. They do it up really nice. You don't feel like you're in a buffet. It's fancy with, nice cutlery and dishes and all of that. Yeah, so our meal was wonderful. We're having a wonderful time, despite what I just said about the crowding, but that's just my observation, and maybe I was a little spoiled on the last couple of cruises. Maybe this is what most cruises are like. But according to our piano guy, so he's just going off camera because I'm on a rant, but according to our piano guy, he gave us the numbers of the people. Do you remember what it is, the amount of people that are on stop?
3,128.
So we're over capacity.
Double occupancy is 3,114, so we're 14 over double capacity.
So maybe that's why we're filling the crowds. Yeah.
That's the numbers?
That's the numbers.
Wonder if she runs out of words yet. Wonder if I get to speak.
Okay.
My observation, and it probably comes off of being on the Volendam in the same type of itinerary,
yes,
is I feel like Princess is kind of sanitizing the cruise experience in Eastern Canada. It's not really anything about Eastern Canada. It's about, we got a ship, we're going to take it places, and we don't care what happens there. I don't feel like it's really engaged with the culture, with the menu, with the entertainment, like Volendam was with Holland America. They kind of integrated themselves into East Coast culture. Princess doesn't care. Just sending the ships to the ports, and they're selling excursions and doing the same thing they would do whether they're in Europe, Eastern Canada, Alaska, or South America. So
yeah, it kind of feels like, the exact same itinerary that we've done on or not itinerary, but programming in your daily program of the same. It's the same sort of programming that we would have if we were on a Caribbean cruise, and it's a different vacation when you're doing East Coast Canada than a Caribbean cruise.
Okay,
Anyways.
we'll leave it there. We talked an awful lot. We're having a good cruise. We always have a good cruise.
Yeah, there's never, I mean, we've never had what we would say a bad cruise, but there's certain things that we love about some and not so much.
Like we always say, we would love to take a little bit from each cruise that we've ever been on to make the perfect cruise. So we're still hunting for the perfect cruise.
Yeah, and steamers is great. It's, I don't know how many cruises we've been with Princess now, but first time we've been there and highly recommended if you like seafood.
We must have overcharged your batteries tonight. Okay, we're going to call it there, honestly. You can now officially go to bed too. Because we're going to bed and we have a sea day tomorrow. Our clock moves forward tonight.
1 hour.
We're going to lose an hour's sleep after I've been trying to get some sleep. So hopefully I can sleep in tomorrow for a sea day. But we've probably got a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow. So join us tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I think he needs to start his I guess I've run out of words. I can't even say it.
Night.
I was going to say I can't say it.
See ya. I'm going to bed. Night.
Not yoga, but Pilates.
you
I got
tomorrow.
the word. I finally got it.
Thanks for watching.
I said I'm going to get him to do Pilates on this cruise. No, probably not going to happen, guys. Good night.